And joining us here today for our Eye on Terre Haute is Mayor Duke Bennett. As always, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, it's great to be here, Brittany.
Well, we have some kind of a roller coaster in the weather lately. A little bit of rain, a little bit of sunshine. But coming up tomorrow, we have the Terre Haute City cleanup going on.
Yes, you know, it's our annual. We do one in the spring and one in the fall. The first Saturday in May is always our big cleanup. And so we've targeted an area from 13th to 25th to 8th Avenue down to Wabash. So kind of that east central section. And we'll be targeting that area, but we're also going to be picking up stuff all throughout the rest of the city with street department employees and code enforcement, a variety of others. So we're asking volunteers to come to the Terre Haute Police Department in the morning about 8:30. We'll get started. It usually lasts about 3 hours. We'll send you to that targeted area. We'll split everybody up so we can really do a good thorough cleaning, all the loose trash and all the large items.
Okay, and so if people would like to volunteer, what are you telling them to wear or bring with them that day?
Yeah, you know, just wear some things you can get dirty in, obviously, blue jeans, whatever, tennis shoes or boots. You know, it's not hard work, and all the big stuff, you know, we can help lift that into the trash trucks. The other things, we just put it in a bag, set it on the corner. We'll have trucks come around picking all that up. So we just ask people to put things out, especially in that particular area, because we'll have a lot of volunteers there. But if you have something else that needs to be picked up, just call 311 and say, hey, I've got a large item pickup. I'd like to have it picked up Saturday. We'll come and get it.
Gotcha. And then you'll provide gloves or things like that?
Yep, all that. So all they have to do is just show up for it. Even if they can only give us an hour, it would be very helpful.
Okay, so a little bit of something.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. And then we wanted to check in on 13th and Home. And I know you guys did some work back, you know, a while ago.
Yep.
Where's that stand now?
Well, we still have 20 acres kind of in the middle that need to be cleaned up, and you're talking about millions of dollars, so we'll have to wait till we get a federal grant to do that. But we've got that other acreage, you know, that's kind of along both 13th and Hallman that's available, and we're going to be doing some more marketing with that this year. We really haven't done much. We've fielded phone calls, but we haven't really tried to promote it. So I'm sure we'll get some development in that area, but we'd love to get that other section cleaned up so it would be a nice large parcel, but you know, it may take a long time to get that last section cleaned up just because of the dollars that are required. So if anybody's interested, obviously contact the Department of Redevelopment. We'd be happy to talk with you.
Now, will you be able to build on that good section before that other part is completed?
Yep, we can. It's just, you know, if somebody wanted a big parcel, it'd be great if we could get that last piece done, because that would be a tremendous, largest probably vacant piece of property in the city that would be available. So, you know, we're just hopeful we'll get some good development there in the future.
Okay, sounds good. And the other question we want to talk about is the pools here in town. Some of them have had to close. We were talking about Deming pool closing. Are there any options that we can have for folks?
Well, you know, I want to keep the Deming Park pool open. That's the goal here. It always has been. We just didn't, we got in a tight squeeze at this point of this year with the park board and the funds available and the amount of work that needed to be done. The pool's getting old. It's going to have to be replaced. My preference would be to get that pool back open if we can, and then put a plan together to replace that, you know, down the road. So we're working on to seeing if that's a possibility or not. You know, I've put a little bit out to the media about that, but not much, because I want to make sure that we've got all of our answers to the questions that we need to make that decision. But I believe there's a little bit more life left in it. We're just going to have to do another investment to buy us a few more years, so we can then decide, do we need something? We really want to get some public feedback on that, but do we need a central place to go and get cooled off? We'd also like to do a few splash pads around town. So really the Parks Department needs to update their 5-year plan, which we're kind of in the middle of it right now, and figure out where we're going to go over the next couple of years. But you know, we'll see where we get with Deming Park Pool.
Okay, I know that was a popular one that people really didn't want to see closed. So maybe a few extra dollars to fix it, kind of keep it around a little bit longer, hopefully, is the idea?
Is the idea, because we just can't keep putting lots of big dollars into it. But I think there's some things we can do internally, and then hire some external folks, and maybe we can pull that off.
All right, sounds good. And then just the only thing that we want to check on is, you know, jobs or street projects, anything that we have going on for the summertime.
Well, you know, jobs, there's lots of jobs available in our community. It's a little frustrating at times, because I hear these companies have positions open and people just are not filling them, and for a variety of reasons. So there are jobs, good jobs in our community, and there's lots of other kinds of jobs too. You can find a job. We continue to work really hard on the economic development side to bring more, help businesses are here to grow, and then also bring new business. But you know, we don't, it's just kind of an interesting cycle we're going through right now, where there are some businesses that are having trouble filling positions, and we can't let that become a long-term problem.
Well, one of them you talked about was Casey's Distribution Center.
They need truck drivers and other people, so you know, we need them to be successful. That breeds success with other businesses too.
You need bodies.
Got to have good workers.
All right, sounds good. Well, of course, as always, thank you for stopping by.
No problem.